Oh my god, I forgot to tell you guys this, and that probably should have been the thing that I opened with, and I apologize, I'm telling you now. Hey guys, it's Maggie and I am back today, and we are 34 weeks pregnant, actually pretty close to 35 weeks, which means 5 more weeks. We're doing our best to get ready, but the house is still a disaster, as I've been explaining, and thankfully I did get a little bit of energy back, not completely. I am just very much becoming aware that every day is going to be a little bit harder than the previous. This morning getting out of bed, I was like, man, feels like I have been hit by a truck. It feels like I ran a marathon, and Zach keeps reminding me, hey, you have a lot more weight to you than you did before. Like, you're carrying a lot that you didn't previously, so that's probably why you feel like you're working out, because you are. Anyways, I'll update you on that. I also want to talk a little bit about the OB frustrations that I shared previously. But before we get into it, I do want to call them because they did just call me, and I think that they needed to reschedule my OB appointment for tomorrow. Now, they said that I could see somebody different. I guess the doctor I was going to see is not available at the time. I was going to go at 2 p.m. In their voicemail, it said, I think like 11:15 I can go in and see, I don't know, a nurse practitioner or somebody. I don't care. That's fine. It's just that they don't always answer at the front desk. It is Wednesday, and they say in their message that Mondays and Tuesdays are the days that are their busiest for phone calls. So we're going to give it a try. We'll give it a try. Just want to confirm the appointment after last one. And I received a call a little earlier just stating that my 2 p.m. appointment for tomorrow had to be rescheduled. And I just wanted to confirm with you guys that that's totally fine with me. I think the appointment was like 11:15 now for tomorrow. Perfect. Okay, thank you so much. Bye-bye. Okay, so only took 6 minutes. That's not bad. I was laughing early on. I don't know if I show it in the clip. I was giggling because the first thing that they say is, we're experiencing a high volume of calls and it might take a while. I'm like, ugh. Okay, so yes, 34 weeks. I know that I just shared some recent frustrations at my OB appointment because of the ultrasound time changing from what I had scheduled. And I got a lot of comments of suggestions, advice, all things that either I've done or they don't do. All right, so let me tell you kind of what happened and why. Like, I've never experienced anything like this with any other medical professional or healthcare facility, and I've been to a lot, like major hospital systems that use MyChart. I've got all the apps, I'm on there, I'm confirming things, never had any issues with appointment times. This system does not use MyChart. I don't know if they use Epic. They use, for the patient portal, something called Helio. I have used Helio with one other facility, and it was actually my old gynecologist. It was fine. I don't know. It worked. I didn't have any problems with appointments with them. But within this facility, the ultrasounds and the OB appointments are listed as 2 different things. And so it should appear in the portal that I have access to as 2 different appointments. Ultrasounds do not show up, and they know this. I've been told by one of the ultrasound techs that they've been having issues with this. I've been told by 2 different front desk people, and I believe one of the nurses or the OBs. I've been told by multiple people that there is frustration around ultrasounds not showing up for patients. So the only thing that appears is the OB appointment. I learned this the hard way, I think around 12 weeks when I had an OB appointment and ultrasound. And the only thing that appeared for me was the OB appointment, so I figured, oh, they just like, it's all grouped together, right? So I'm gonna go to the OB appointment and they'll get me into the ultrasound first. That was not the case. I wound up being late to my ultrasound because I didn't know the time of it. And that's on me, you know, fine and dandy. I should have written down all the appointment times. I just relied on a portal that is not reliable. So I learned the hard way, and I said, okay, I'm going to schedule out my appointments and I'm gonna write them down in my phone. So I sent myself calendar invites and I forwarded them to Zach. He was standing right next to me when we were doing this. And so at the front desk, I went through all my appointments and all of the ones with ultrasounds, and I was verbally confirming with the person, okay, on Thursday, whatever the date is, ultrasound is at 1:30, and then the OB appointment is at 2:15 or whatever. And they were giving me verbal confirmation. Not once has a printout been offered to me. Not once has an appointment card been offered to me. Not once have I seen any other patient there receive it. What I have seen is every other pregnant person going in there with a planner. And I have seen other pregnant people also struggle and have appointment times be changed on them. So this is like not a new problem. And I remember telling the ultrasound tech, I think probably around 16 weeks, Zach was with me and he was kind of ticked. He's like, you know, you guys seem to have an issue with your portal thing. And she's like, yeah, you know, the ultrasounds don't show up in there, but also like I've heard people are having issues with the text message reminders. And I said, hold on, wait a second. You guys send out text message reminders? Because not once have I received that. And she was like, oh. I'll tell this to the higher ups, the powers that be. I will share that with. Whether or not that happened, I have no idea. So there seems to be multiple systemic problems in their programming. I don't know, but it's very frustrating to somebody like me who travels a bit to get there and has a husband who works, but you know, has a little bit of flexibility to come to these appointments. His bosses are fantastic and you know, allow him to come, but we have to like be somewhat close to our schedule, right? So we arrived after, you know, I had verbal confirmation from the front desk people as I'm writing it down, like, yes, this is your ultrasound, this is your OB, and they're telling me that my ultrasound is now, I think, an hour and a half later than it was supposed to be after the OB appointment. I'm like, that doesn't even make sense because you guys want me to get the ultrasounds beforehand. So somebody switched my appointment, and I know there's gonna be people that don't believe me and they're like, you screwed up, Maggie, you got the time wrong. That's fine. That's kind of what they were acting like, and you know, I get that there's nothing they can do in the moment. We just had to roll with it, and we did. But it does feel frustrating to me when it feels like they think I'm the one messing up the time. I'm like, no, I'm very diligent about this stuff because I recognize you guys have a lot of patients and it's very busy, and you know, you want to get things done as promptly as possible. I don't want to be showing up at the wrong time to my appointments, and I also don't want my own schedule to be screwed up. And so I feel like I did everything possible with the limitations that you guys have given me. I'm not getting any written documentation, which I'll ask if they'll write it down, but I have yet to see anybody offer or receive anything like that. I don't even see like a stack of appointment cards like I do at every other office. I mean, heck, I'm offered an appointment card for my Brazilian waxes. Like, their app works better. Their app is accurate with timing. So, yeah, that's where that is. That's why I wanted to call. I did check my portal. Tomorrow's just an OB appointment. There's no ultrasound involved. So it seems like OB appointments are okay and they're accurately listed. But they're saying that the ultrasounds are performed by some other company within the same building, and that's why they can't integrate them. The first time I heard that was at this last appointment. Nobody has said that before. Everybody else has been saying, we don't know why it doesn't work. I'm like, that's ridiculous. That's stupid. If that's the case, you need to inform patients of this issue, not let them figure it out when they show up at the wrong time. So anyways, I wanted to call. I did check my portal for the rescheduled time. Totally fine with that. I don't care. And I did see that it was changed to, I think, 11:25. And so I did confirm with the lady at the front desk, and we were good to go. I'm glad I was able to get a hold of them. If it's a Monday or Tuesday, they basically send you to a message machine and you have to get a call back. And the call back sometimes does not happen for 3 days. So, yes. Tomorrow when I go in, or when I am leaving, checking out, I'm going to ask them to confirm my appointment for my next ultrasound and OB appointment, and I'm going to see if they'll write it down somewhere so I have something to show them should the ultrasound time change. But I mean, honestly, I don't know how much that's going to help, because either way, I'll show up. If the time changed, they're going to say, hey, well, we have to we'll do our best to get you in as fast as possible, but you know, it is what it is, basically. That was just the frustration that we had. And Zach, you know, he, knock on wood for us, is a very healthy person and has limited interaction with doctors. His interaction with doctors is really through me, and so he really gets frustrated seeing this stuff, because it's just, he's got a very logical, straightforward, mathematical mind, and it's like, why the heck is this happening? Like, this seems like such a simple fix to improve a patient issue, and no one is gonna change it. Anyways, hopefully I explained all the things that I tried to do. The fact that their portal is just not great. It's not my chart. I love my chart. I think that's fantastic. It's like I can navigate it okay, but it is what it is. Anyways, I did get a package and a card in the mail, and I wanted to open it for you guys. I just need to find a pair of scissors. Okay, so here we go. I wanted to make sure that I included this in a video because we are still getting a couple of things. I think Zach's actually stopping at the P.O. box today. Unfortunately, I won't be able to show if there's anything in the P.O. box today, just because Zach's not going to get home for a little bit. But I do have a card from Sharon Crawford, so it did arrive. It just took a little bit of time, but it did get here. So let me open this card really quick. And I know that you sent a lovely gift to us. Oh, a little girl to love. You've got sunshine, you've got wonder, you've got wishes on stars. Oh, and you sent a gift card. Oh my gosh, you didn't need to do that. You've got bedtime stories, bath time songs, and anytime snuggles. You've got so many smiles ahead of you with your new daughter. Congratulations on your new little love. Ha! I sent you the bags to put the milk in. Oh, thank you so much. And a gift card. That is, wow. You really, guys. Again, I don't have words, but thank you, Sharon. So we did receive it, and that is, I mean, so helpful. So we'll definitely put that to use. Don't worry. And then I have a package from Christina in Germany. Holy cow. That's incredible. And don't worry, I will share this with Zach too when he gets home. It's just usually by the time he gets home it's dark, and then it's hard to record anything. So, not for long, because the sun is staying out longer. We're actually getting some nice weather now, so excited for that. How the heck am I opening this? What did I just do? Okay, kind of had to destroy the box. I apologize. Here we go. Oh. Oh, what's this? Oh, I love the rainbow ribbon. Oh my goodness. Well, I just undid it, but here we go. I'm so excited. Oh, to Maggie and Zach. Oh, if it can stop focusing on my face. There we go. Oh, let me show you this. I do believe that is in German. Oh my gosh. There is a long note. You guys know that I don't want to just share people's information or story. Oh, so just glancing through, you work as a nurse on a GI ward. Oh my gosh. I can't tell you how incredible it is, the amount of healthcare workers, nurses, doctors, you know, students who have commented on videos of mine because they're searching for their patients. I just think that's really cool. They're spending time outside of their jobs trying to learn from a patient perspective. That is just, that means the world to me as a patient. And I think it's really cool as a nurse. Oh. Why is baby stuff so cute? Look at this. It's a plush book. You get a little llama. Is that a llama? I'm gonna call it a llama. Don't judge me if I'm wrong. Oh, look at this. Look at this. That opens up. Oh, that's so cute. I've got a little basket going because one of my close friends surprised me visiting this last weekend, and she gave me a basket of really nice gifts, and so I'm using the basket as a little toy bin down here. I'll put this right in there. That's so cute. I will definitely show Zach this. He will love it. He, obviously he was so excited during the live stream too, like, especially with the toys and the books and the things like that, because he is 100% a kid at heart. Oh my goodness. All right, so thank you so much to both Christina and Sharon. That is so kind of you. And I think I had some messages from people who said they sent stuff, so look out for them in future videos, because I will show anything that we receive in a video. Yeah. Anyways, I want to show you a belly update, because I feel like we're at the point where physically my belly just, it's growing faster and faster, and I can absolutely feel it. Like every day it feels a bit bigger, and I notice clothing. Like I have this, you've probably seen it in a couple of my videos. I have this blue, like dark blue sweatshirt, and it's got puppies on it, and it's from Yingling Brewery, and I hadn't worn it for like a week, okay? Put it on, and it was so tight around my belly. I was thinking, what the heck happened in the last week? Oh yeah, you're growing a kid. She is growing so fast. It's wild. She's getting lots of hiccups. She's probably getting hiccups 3 to 4 times a day. It seems like she gets annoyed at them because she starts kicking and punching when she gets them. So I try moving around to see if I can help her get rid of them. I don't know. I know it's normal, but it feels like she's frustrated when they're happening. She probably isn't. I'm probably reading too much into it, but like, I know, hiccups are annoying. Anyways, let me find a spot with good lighting to give you a belly update. Okay, hopefully you guys can see okay. It's a little cloudy today, so hopefully it's not too dark in here. But here is the belly, and now I'm starting to have the problem where all of my shirts are kind of lifting up on my belly, and I have to keep pulling them down. But here we go. I'm feeling large and in charge, more and more so every single day. I did mention to my GI doctor that I was a little nervous with my scar because I had one evening where it really felt like it was ripping apart. Thankfully, it doesn't feel like that now. Like, it feels okay. I'm just making sure to really oil it well with that 𝙗𝙗𝙬𝙗𝙧𝙗 stretch mark oil. And so I think, you know, just trying to keep it moisturized really well, massage it gently. There's not much else I can do. I almost feel like the belly bands help to like keep my skin together. Maybe I should be wearing it just for that. But I know I kind of mentioned with the belly band how it blocks off the flow of Leroy, because my stoma is right here, and so it goes right over there. It puts way too much pressure, and so nothing flows to the bottom. It all pancakes to the top. And some of you guys mentioned that I could cut a hole in my band. I was like, I spent a lot of money on that, and if I screw up cutting a hole in it, then it's useless to me. But I did actually get a second one. I don't know, the Aeroflow, I thought I was getting more compression stockings. I didn't, but I did get another support belt. This one's actually thinner. So the one I have, I want to say it's from like Belly Bandit. This is Motif, and if you can see, it is a bit thinner. So I could, let's see, that fits under. So that's not bad. I haven't really messed around with it too much, but if you're in the same position, you might want to look into the Motif belt, and this one was covered by my insurance, so I got it for free. Oh, I think Amazon's delivering, and he's going to see me filming right here with my belly out. Unless he stopped. Oh, he's stopping for the neighbor. We're good. I was about to say the window's right there, and he can see right in. But yeah, this is a good... I mean, I think this is better. I wish I had seen this one instead. But, so that's an option. I do really like the K-tape. And I found better ways to tape myself. It's just the removal that's kind of a pain. I know that people mention baby oil to remove. It's just that the way I've been taping that really helps is getting it right around my ostomy. And if I do baby oil, I'm afraid it's going to unstick my ostomy bag. So I've been trying to use ostomy adhesive remover, like on the parts that I put over here, but by my ostomy, I'm like, ugh, I'm gonna unstick my bag. It's more when I'm active or I really start to feel her drop low. But you guys, I mean, you can tell me, does it look like she's lower? Sometimes I think yes, and sometimes I think no. I don't know, I'm looking, I have my phone, and I use my phone as my screen because my camera's still kind of broken. I can see myself, but upside down. So it's hard to tell, like, am I in frame good? But looking at my phone here, she does look lower. It's still, like, amazing to me. There's a full baby in there. And I feel large, but some days I'm like, you know, it's not that big. So then I wonder, are you really in there? And then you kick me, and then I know. She's in there. Yeah, so this is what we're working with. I still have that line there, and you can probably tell, maybe, I don't know, my scar still has that melasma, or that, like, skin darkening. It's so interesting because a lot of people get it on their face, but it can happen to scars too. So it happened in my midline scar, and it happened in my bottom scar. And I am starting to notice the littlest bit on my cheeks. Honestly, it kind of looks like freckles. It looks like I've been out in the sun. Maybe here, should I come up? Should I show you? I don't know if you'll be able to tell. There's like 2 little spots right about here where it sort of looks like freckles. I mean, nobody would be able to tell. I just see myself every day, so you tend to notice more about yourself than other people do. But yeah, that's the belly. She's doing good. And I think what they do is the appointments where I don't get an ultrasound, where they like measure her femur and measure her head and stuff like that, I think that's when they do the fundal height. And I tried to do it myself, and it seemed like, I mean, I'm not an expert, but it seemed like it was measuring right on point. It was like 34 centimeters from, I think it's the pubic bone, the top of the pubic bone, to like up here. I don't know. My little cutie pie. I'm so excited to meet you. But I'm also, I feel like I'm going to be sad when I'm not pregnant anymore, which is a really weird thing to feel, because I am uncomfortable, and I am getting more uncomfortable every day, but I love this. Yes, I do. I just love being close to you and knowing you're safe in there, but you're going to have so much fun out in the world. We're just going to have so much fun. So that's been 34 weeks, and I apologize if you hear like a whirring noise. Again, space heater. It is a little bit cooler today. Monday was beautiful, and I felt pretty good, so I actually got out in the garden and cleaned out one of my garden beds. I felt really good about that. Because my last update, I was so low energy and just like, I know that I'm growing a baby, and I know that takes a lot of work and energy, and I know that I have the ostomy and I have Crohn's and all of that going on as well. And so being tired and needing rest is just, that's going to be the case. But it's still, there is that element of frustration because I don't want to miss out on the excitement of preparing. Like, I feel like that's part of, I don't know, I love preparing for things. I love organizing things, and so that's why I'm just like, I wish I had a little bit more energy to do more, you know, but I'm okay with it. I understand that that's where I'm at, that's where my body's at, and we have to listen to it. So this morning at 10:30, when I was exhausted and not feeling great, I laid in bed, and you know, that's how it has to be. And Zach has been awesome, like truly. Our doors, okay, so this house, I swear that they used nothing that is normal sizing, like just, I don't know if they got it on discount or what, but everything that you would think, oh, here's a standard size for it, like closet door tracks and closure equipment, they use like one-off size. Anyways, doesn't matter. We broke our closet doors. They were in rough shape, and so I wanted that done so I could close our little closet doors in our laundry room to hide the washer and dryer. And so Zach, that's what he did this weekend. He fixed that all up for me. He's been cleaning stuff. In fact, so what happened this past weekend was one of my friends came to surprise me because she couldn't make it to our baby shower, and I didn't know that she was coming. I had no idea. So Zach on Friday night, he's like, oh, let's go to one of our favorite places, Margarita. Is it Margaritas? I want to say it's Margaritas, and I think it's in Lansdale, but I might be wrong. It's a chain, but you know, the chips, the salsa, fantastic. Their food's great. And so when he said that, I was so excited. And I should have clued in, maybe, because he was madman cleaning. And I'm like, why are we doing this on a Friday night? I was napping and he was cleaning the bathroom and stuff, and I didn't think of it because I was knocked out of sleep. And so we left, we went to the restaurant, and when we sat down at the restaurant, he's like, oh, he's on his phone, he's like, I need to go wash my hands, which is a normal thing for him. He always washes his hands at the restaurant before we eat. So I didn't think anything of it until he left the table, and I was like, he's acting weird. And he came back to the table with my friend behind him. So she came all the way from like Southern Maryland. So is it Southern Maryland? I have no idea. Somewhere in Maryland. It was a long drive for her, so that was really fun. But yeah, he like straightened up the whole house, got it ready for me, because I like to have at least a somewhat clean house. It's not perfect. I know that. It never will be. But I like to have things at least a little bit cleaner for when people come over. And so we had a fun weekend. We went shopping. I think that was our last outing. We went to the Montgomeryville Mall, and if you've never had this chocolate and you're in the area of that mall, Gertrude Hawk chocolate. You can also get it online, but Gertrude Hawk, I never had a sweet tooth before, but I will eat their chocolate like crazy. So I told Zach, we need to stock up on our favorite chocolate. It'll last us a few months. We keep it in the fridge. So I said we need to stock up on that. And I want to get some new soap at Bath & Body Works. I want to go to Carter's and look to see if they have any winter stuff on sale for her when she's a little bit older. So I did that. We went to TJ Maxx. I got a couple of things there. And yeah. Oh yeah, we went to Forever 21 too at the mall. I didn't know that they were closing. They're like full closing. And so they were having an insane sale. I got like this buttery, you know, the buttery fabric, kind of like the Comfly bras, but I have a couple shirts that are like this too. It's like a double layer of fabric. I got a dress that was in that kind of fabric, and a shirt, and then I got a little sweatshirt, and I don't know, I did not spend very much. One of the things was, I think, 98 cents. So if they're still open, I highly recommend that you go to Forever 21 if you're looking for any clothes. It's a little chaotic, but it was super fun. But yeah, that was kind of our last hurrah. And by the end of it, my feet were so swollen. So we came back and I was like, I'm sorry guys, I have to put my feet up. And that's what I did. So yeah, I am laughing because my feet swelling is like, it's normal and it goes away when I lay down, but it's wild to see your feet do that. I've never had swollen feet before. I feel like I have dainty feet. Not anymore, not anymore. I actually did, okay, so you guys told me not to do this either. I did it. I was doing a little postpartum clothing shopping. Things that I thought I could easily breastfeed in, that were loose and flowy and whatnot. I actually picked out a pair of jeans. This is all through ThredUp. I was like, I'd rather like thrift if I can. It's less expensive and yeah, it was more fun for me. So I wanted to go on ThredUp. I bought a lot of stuff, and some of the stuff I bought was a pair of jeans that actually fits. I'm going to wear them to my OB appointment tomorrow because I didn't buy them to fit now, but they do fit now, so they probably won't fit after. And then I bought 3 pairs of sandals because the size 6 shoes do seem to be working out for me. I do not fit any of these sandals though, only because my feet are so swollen. The length of them, like my foot looks like it did get longer, so my guess is that's what'll stay and the swelling will go away. So I do think that they'll fit after, once things kind of calm down, but it was really funny just trying to fit my feet into these sandals and they don't fit at all. So just kind of wild to see because I sized up and everything, and when your whole life you're like wearing kids clothing because sometimes that's the clothing that fits better, and now you're fitting bra sizes that you've never fit before, and your feet are bigger, and you're wearing jean sizes that you would have been swimming in. Wild, but it is a really neat thing to see. I know it's funny to say about foot swelling, but yeah, I'm taking it easy on all fronts. My hands are still like numb and painful, but I think the overall uncomfortableness overnight is kind of dulling the hand pain right now. It's hard for me to get out of bed, so oh my gosh, she's like on my bladder. So, you know, you feel like you really have to go, and then you trek out of bed all the way to the bathroom just to get 3 drops out, and you'll do it again in 20 minutes. That's a struggle. So I know that people are saying, hey, get your rest now. I wish I could save up the energy that I get with naps and sleep and stuff. Unfortunately, our bodies don't work that way. But I am fully prepared for the restlessness of having a baby, but being comfortable at least when I do find those moments of sleep. And the way that I look at this, obviously, this is what we wanted. We wanted a baby. But I used to be a night shift nurse, and I would often have, you know, 2 to 3 little babies, as well as like a few teenagers and stuff overnight that I would have to care for. And you're just uncomfortable in a freezing cold hospital, and you're just by yourself sort of taking care of your patients. And you're just making the rounds every 3 hours. You've got your schedule of like, okay, I'll feed baby A at 2:30 and then baby B at 3 o'clock, and I gotta make sure that I warm the milk up and get that going. And I'm excited that it's one baby, it's in the comfort of our home, I'm gonna have my bed right there, my couch right there, and I've got Zach. So it just all sounds a lot more appealing, and my guess is I'll be a lot more comfortable bodily wise, physically, when she's here, because the rest that I'm getting, like especially overnight, it's not very restful at this point. And I'm realizing like it's just continually going to get more and more uncomfortable until she's here. So like last night was probably as good a sleep as I'll get till the end. It's fine. Naps during the day, I'm so much more comfortable. I don't know why. Like I find them much easier to get out of bed from and move around from. But so that's kind of what's been going on. You know, overall though, I feel good. And the way that I'm kind of looking at this or comparing it to is that it's almost like I'm preparing for surgery. Like I'm sick and I'm waiting for surgery. And then after that, I know that things will go uphill. Like I'll heal and I'll feel better eventually. And that's the way that I'm looking at this. I'm like, yep, you're gonna not feel so great for a little bit. You're gonna go through a rough period, delivery. But after that, things will slowly improve. So there is light at the end of the tunnel. It just takes time to get there. And I think that's been really helpful for the mental preparation. It really does feel similar to like when I was preparing for proctocolectomy surgery and just feeling kind of rotten to the buildup of it, knowing that that was going to be a really difficult time of healing and adjusting to my new normal, but that eventually I would feel okay again. So yeah. And the true benefit, and Zach and I just keep saying it to each other, is we get to hold this cute little baby. We get to experience our first 3 months of parenthood 100% together because he's got his paternity leave. And even just sitting out on the deck, we keep going, we're going to be out here this summer. We're going to be holding her. Obviously, we're taking all the precautions for sun and whatnot. We're going to make sure she's comfortable and all that. But, you know, we just keep saying, like, we're just the 3 of us. We're going to be together during the summer. And how fun is that? Like, this is going to be such a memorable time. And I just want to, you know, absorb every ounce of it. But, yeah, I think that's how 34 weeks is going. 35 weeks will be here very soon. And, you know, we'll see how far we take this, how far she takes it. Yeah. And I think tomorrow at my OB appointment, well, I don't know if it's the nurse practitioner. I've been seeing only doctors because that's what they recommended. They said with your like surgical and medical history, probably stick to the doctors, but I'm okay seeing a nurse practitioner. I love them. They're fully capable of caring for me. So I just don't know. Well, I've seen a different doctor every time and they all seem to be knowledgeable about the plan, so I think it's, you know, in the chart. So what I'm getting at is, should I ask her about what they plan? Like, are we just letting her kind of dictate what happens? Let me see if I can go into labor by myself? I keep getting asked by family and friends, oh, so are they going to induce you? Are they going to do this, that? No one's brought it up yet. And I don't know if I should. Ideally, I'd like it to all just happen naturally, but, you know, they might look at her size, they might look at my size or other factors and say, maybe something different needs to be done. I'm totally, you know, I'm trusting in them. As much as the appointment situation has been a pain in the butt, I've really liked the doctors. It was a little rough in the beginning because I was kind of just getting used to how things work with this sort of doctor, you know, never had a baby before. But I do like that they all seem to be knowledgeable about me now. They all seem to be pretty on board with the plan, and yeah, I feel very good about the doctors. Oh my god, I forgot to tell you guys this, and that probably should have been the thing that I opened with, and I apologize, I'm telling you now. I just received confirmation from my insurance company that delivery will be covered. So I was granted the extension for my insurance to cover the hospital visit, even though the hospital is now not in network. And it said it's covering my OB, which it basically said, like, they're covered anyway, but we'll cover that. The OB is a different system than the hospital they deliver at. It's all a confusing mess, but for the hospital, I'm covered for vaginal delivery and cesarean, as well as, I think it says 6 weeks postpartum care. So that was a huge relief. I am grateful for that. We received the letter. Zach was like, you hold on to that. You make copies in case. But yes, we have received confirmation on that. Like, thank goodness, because that was a weight off of my chest. I knew that things were going to work out some way or another. They always do, but it is stressful to receive information like that a couple months before you're about to deliver. So, you know, got the confirmation, we're good to go, and I won't be charged out the wazoo, although I'll probably still be charged out the wazoo, but at least maybe a little less out the wazoo. Yeah, so I wanted to update you guys on that too. A lot has happened this week. I don't know, I feel like these vlogs are gonna get a little more intense as I don't even know what to expect. When do they start cervical checks? These are the questions I need to ask my doctor, and I will. So I'm gonna let you guys go. I'm gonna write my questions down so I actually ask them tomorrow. We can get some answers. All right, guys, thank you so much for watching my 34-week update. I will see you in the next. Bye, guys.
Thank you so much for watching today's video. If you are looking for a way to help support my channel, consider liking this video or even subscribing. You can also check out my store at LetsTalkIBD.shop. I have stickers and hoodies like these guys over here, just related to chronic illness and inflammatory bowel disease, something fun. And I also have a coupon code for my YouTube watchers. You could also become a member of my channel, like the wonderful people scrolling on screen here. They've become a member and they have access to videos a little bit earlier. It's a great way to support my channel, and really, just watching my videos means the world. Thank you so much, and I'll see you in the next.